Welcome to the next video and attempting to revive my dead YouTube channel. So if you didn't see the last video on this, please do and subscribe so I have a reason to make better videos. But until then, today's video, we're going to talk about what I've noticed applying to these AI engineering roles and how it relates to software engineering. So the thing with software engineering is I've noticed that it really applies to all of these domains. And it's actually pretty transferable with what I've heard machine learning engineers do between software engineering and across these domains. And so if we want to call ourselves a AI engineer, it's been my experience we're actually somewhere here in between both an AI engineer across all these domains, but also SWE. So in some ways, you can consider yourself like a machine learning engineer plus software. Or in my brain, I call myself a software engineer with AI. I guess technically it's down here. So yeah, if you want to call yourself a AI engineer, there's people that are that have had a software engineering or machine learning engineering background that now need to learn software engineering. And conversely, how do I do this? Can I do this? Is it this one? My bad. And then conversely, I've seen people that, like myself, come from a software engineering background that now need to know AI. Yeah, so there is a really interesting overlap between these two domains, and I have a little bit of time. And I wanted to talk about when I was preparing for my AI system design, which aka agentic. I'll talk more about this in the next video. I don't have much time to talk about this. When we do system design, it's been my experience preparing for this. You know, it helps to consider if you're doing a product, if you're doing infrastructure. Those are the big two, and then lower level. But you really should be focused more on product or infrastructure. Then you assume you're proficient in your lower level, and then from there, you ask the questions of, hey, what's your business? What are your requirements? What are your constraints? Why are you even doing this? So we have a job. And then once you get that established, then you assess your infrastructure, like your data pipelines, and your databases, etc., so that you set yourself up to build upon your engineering. And I'm keeping that broad for now, because maybe in the next video I'll also talk about the differences between whatever product or infrastructure, whatever thing you're engineering, the solution that you're building, you're going to have to learn how to deploy it. And then operationally monitor and observe all these things. And that's where another video on AI ops, ML ops, and DevOps come to mind and what those differences are. But maybe you can do that homework on your own. But if not, then let me do blue. I'm keeping this general because really what engineering is all it is applying science, technology, engineering, let's just say science and math to solve real world problems. Okay? And so that's my own words, because when we want to call ourselves just an engineer, like with my weird background, I don't care if it's software, I don't care if it's AI, ML, deep learning, math, like by any means necessary. I'm not a scientist, even though I did do some discovery work and published. That's a different story. I like being an engineer because I get to actually apply and solve real world problems. And I'll probably talk more about the intricacies with deploy ops and review this video, because I don't know why I went with this rant. I just wanted to talk about software engineering.